pretty much done with spring ball at this point. One more thing left. You ready to put on a show offensively?
Yeah, I mean we're ready to go. You know, we're gonna have a vanilla call sheet, and we're gonna go play fast and allow the opportunity the guys to go make plays. You know, so excited to see the guys compete and you know see all the hard work that they've put in this spring really come to fruition in front of our fans and obviously a great national television audience. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Do you almost throw in things that you're definitely not planning to do just to maybe throw people that are trying to game plan against you?
I mean, so much information's out there, and I've been calling this thing for so long. I mean, I think the people that we're going to see, they know what they're going to see from us. There'll obviously be wrinkles as we get to the fall, and there'll be some things to make it fun for the fans and everything like that. You know, so it'll have all that spring game flair and all that spring game flavor. That's for sure.
Spring games are, I mean, they're typically vanilla as far as play calling and everything, but when there's going to be 45,000 people here, it's on ESPN. Do you feel, I don't know about pressure, but do you feel like let's throw some fun wrinkles in there and give them a few plays?
You know, so much is being made, and rightfully so, right? It's a sold-out crowd. We're playing in front of a national audience. It's a great stage for our kids to showcase who they are. But, you know, to me, it's a privilege and it's an opportunity for our guys to showcase the hard work that they've done. And, you know, one of our big mantras that we've constantly been talking about is that you treat practice like a game. So if guys approach tomorrow any differently than how they've been going to approaching it or about it, then they haven't been approaching practice the right way, right? Because if the game comes and the opportunity comes and all of a sudden I'm someone different because it's game day, well, then you're not going to be trained and ready for the moment and ready for the opportunity, right? So, you know, I'm looking forward to see the guys to come out, and when the lights come on, that they should be the same individuals that we've been doing the work with for the past 14 practices, right? Because as a play caller, I'm looking for the guys who are consistently good, not occasionally great. Like, those are the guys that you're going to call plays for. Those are the guys that you're going to build a game plan around, you know? So if hey, I need 45,000 people in the stands and I need a national audience to get me to go, well then, you know, that you're not one of my guys, in all honesty, right? Like, I want guys that are self-driven, that, you know, there's no one in the stands and we're putting in real work together. That's where real confidence is going to be made, right? And real trust is going to be earned, so we can go do that work together.
14 practices, any pleasant surprises?
Yeah, I mean, quite a few, right? I mean, the attitude, the effort, the energy. You know, the players have done a really good job buying into the system and our style of play. And I'm really pleased with the effort and the energy and the way that the guys have fought through, you know, the transition of the styles of play and the way that they're going about it. So, yeah, a lot of things to be happy about as we move forward.
What was different about implementing the offense here for the first time as opposed to when you first got to Kent State?
I mean, not a ton, right? I mean, like, guys think they're going to play fast, or they think they know what playing fast is, and then you got to truly educate them on what it is and what it takes, you know, to do that. Getting to know these unique players makes it uniquely different, like we kind of talked about before, right? In terms of what are the strengths of the certain players, what are the weaknesses of certain players, and how do we put them in the best position to be successful. So learning that and the uniqueness of the skill set of each one of these players has made this install unique. But in terms of teaching kids how to play fast and what our scheme and what our system is, it's been pretty similar to all the other spots. It's been pretty eye-opening for everyone involved that, like, holy cow, we're going that fast. And I'm walking off the field going, man, we're playing really slow. That felt like paint was drying, and we need to crank it up a little bit as we go.
Bill Boyle said you wanted to bring along the strength of the offensive line group. What are you seeing out of that group now?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're having a better understanding of what we're doing and how Coach OB wants it done, and now they get to play with bigger eyes so that they can see everything that's happening, so they can play with greater anticipation. You know, so a lot of work still needs to be done in the weight room and in our training areas, strength and conditioning, and, you know, the understanding of the nuances of the scheme so that we can get it to the level that we know it needs to be before we get to the fall.
What aspects were you hoping to see most improved upon from spring to this spring game?
I mean, from the start from the finish, right? I mean, it's those controllables, you know, the things that we can control, our alignments, our assignments, our focus, our finish, our intensity. That needs to be consistent throughout. And, you know, so I'm looking for, again, with a pared down call sheet and a pretty vanilla plan, the number of mental errors should go way, way down, right? That we know our assignments, we know our alignments, and we're able to go execute some clean ball plays.
Is this offense almost, is it exactly what you ran at Kent, or is there some stuff incorporated from some of the other guys on the staff?
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different from everywhere that I've been, right? And again, that comes from the ideas that are within the staff room, and it comes from the skill set of the players. And so every year that, you know, I've called it and we've shaped it, I've been with other coaches, I've been with other players. And again, same thing's happening here at Colorado, right? So it's going to have its own unique nuances. The only thing that's going to be consistent from, you know, the ones in the past is that we're going to go really fast, right? I kind of equate it to, you know, again, you know, race cars, right? Ferraris, as they roll off the line, there's different makes and models, but, you know, each one of those cars are going to roll, right? And that's what each version of this offense is going to be.
Has it been a fun process for you to, like, work with some different coaches you never worked with and
Heck
some
yeah.
different ideas?
Yeah, absolutely, right? Anytime you get a bunch of incredibly smart people together, it doesn't matter the industry or the field. You put smart people in a room that know their crafts and are professionals, like a lot of great stuff comes out of that. So it's been a lot of fun.
We saw Travis Hunter going back and forth between offense and defense at practice the other day. Have you and Coach Kelly kind of been going at it, arguing who deserves it more at this point? Or?
I know that I don't deserve a darn thing, in all honesty, right? So, whatever great players that I'm fortunate to coach and that coach allows me to coach, right? I'm going to earn the right to continue to coach them. And wherever Travis can help us on all three phases of the game, he's a dynamic playmaker, and he's going to be able to do that for us.
Travis, Jimmy Horn, and Louis Pasarella got their number. Were there any other guys on offense that were kind of trending in that direction?
Yeah, Caleb Mathis got his number as well. So again, it's each position coach is handling that in a way that they want to accentuate and emphasize certain things within their rooms, right? And so those guys are embodying those things within their rooms, and they earn those numbers, and it's a great honor for those guys.
A lot of attention on spring ball, a lot of attention on fall camp, obviously. How important is that space in between when you guys get them back for the summer and their 7-on-7s and all that? How important is that in the development process?
It's critical, right? I mean, every day that we get is critically important, and we can't waste the time that we have to grow and get better, right? We were talking as quarterbacks the other day that as they go into the summertime and, they're allowed to do the work together as players, and, we as coaches can't be around them. There's got to be an expert in the techniques and the fundamentals. There's got to be an expert within the room with the concept so that while they're out there, they can coach one another so that things are being done to the standard that they know that is appropriate and right. But every single moment that we get, every single day that we get is critically important for the growth and the development, because we're on the right path, but we got a long ways to go.
With the way the roster has changed over, does that become even that much more important?
Yeah, yes, sir. Right. I mean, we got guys that are doing a great job laying a foundation of how we're going to play and the roles that they're going to have. But then there's going to be an influx of, talent acquisition, and different guys are going to come in, whether it be high school kids that we already signed or guys out of the portal and things like that. As we continue to manage the roster the right way, we got to get guys up to speed, and we got to utilize that time in the summertime, in the right way.
Do you have any old football friends coming to the game?
I got my pops here, and that's pretty cool. Anytime I get my dad around and we get to share this moment, that's going to be really fun.
Being that you guys aren't able to work with the players, how excited are you to hear that Shedeur Sanders is working with Tom Brady this summer? I feel like that has to help a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Again, I think that goes back to there's a smart guy who's a professional that's got years of experience, that's done it at the highest level, that if you're willing to take some of that wisdom and apply it, I think you're going to be okay.
Is quarterback a spot you guys will look at for adding through the portal?
I think we're evaluating every single position to where we can, add value across the board, so we're going to look at everything that's available that's out there. Yep. Cool. Thanks, guys.